All right, for our top of the charts listeners, you're probably wondering why that wasn't Carly Rae Jepsen singing. That was up-and-coming Canadian artist Jess Moskaluke. Did I get that right?
You sure did. Good job.
Yeah, thanks. Now, her cover version of that song has everybody talking, a few emails when that song was playing. So what do you think of her? Send me an email, jb@jbonair.com. And she's from Saskatchewan, I should point out, right next door to where I'm from. So we've got her on the line right now. Hey, Jess, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Well, I've got to say, love your music, but I think much of my staff already hates it because that's all they hear from my office for days and days at a stretch. So you're welcome.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, I mean, let's start at the beginning, though. I mean, a girl from a small town Saskatchewan now has the power of the internet to get noticed. So tell me how it all started for you.
You know, when it started, I was pretty oblivious to what the potential was and what was in store for me. I actually just started with a guy named Tyler Ward, who, if you frequent YouTube, you definitely know who he is. He's got, I don't even know how many subscribers, but it's a crazy amount. And I didn't know that at the time. He had a significantly less amount of subscribers at the time, and so I just started doing a couple of videos with him of songs that I'd written, and got really excited. And I just remember watching the videos and watching the comments just increase and increase in the views, and it was just amazing. There were hundreds of thousands of views on them, and I kind of stopped after that until I met Jake Coco. And we started doing more videos that way, and more videos more frequently. And
Did we lose Jess? Hello? All right, well, we've lost Jess. We're going to get back to the music right now on top of the charts and the open road. Hopefully she'll join us again.
Today's best music with Jeremy Bradley.
Jeremy Bradley here, back on the show. Jess Moskaluke, she is, getting really famous on YouTube, and we lost her in the last segment, and I chalk it up to Saskatchewan phone lines. I know how things are over there. Flatland prairies, we'll just blame technology. Now, speaking of the internet, the one thing that I do have to ask, because I know that a lot of veteran artists sort of see the internet as threatening. Clearly, you're all for sharing your music online, right? Because you want to get noticed, you want to develop a fan following. So that's, I guess, sort of the way to go in the music business, isn't it?
I think that with the way things are going lately and the amount of technology that is that's coming out, and you never know what's going to happen, I think that, in my opinion, it's best to just not try and fight it. You know, just try and keep up with it. And YouTube is a free service. Why not use it to your advantage? You know, we advertise that we sell our songs on iTunes as well, so it's also a way to make money and to advertise your own music. So it's not necessarily giving away the music for free. Sure, people can, you know, steal it off of YouTube and that kind of thing, but I just really want to be heard. And I'm not suggesting that everyone go and steal it, because obviously we're trying to make a living off of it, but I think that the more people you can reach, the better.
In all honesty, I mean, that's how I found you, right? And the story is that I had the song Alone in my head, couldn't find the actual song on the computer, so went to YouTube, listened to the Heart version a couple times, scrolled down to see the other matches, and then found you. And you know, now we're chatting on the radio with, you know, 1 million or so people listening. So, I mean, only positives I can see from this, right?
I know, it's kind of crazy, and that's a really common thing that we heard. Oh, I was looking for Blown Away by Carrie Underwood, and yours popped up before hers, or something like that, you know? So it's really, it's planned, you know? Like, we know what we're doing, and so I think that just that experience is really important in really, truly using the internet to your full advantage.
Mm-hmm. Now, you also do, like I said earlier in the show, small town Saskatchewan, but you commute to Nashville, so tell me about that.
Yeah, I'm in Nashville about once a month, and that's where I'm doing most of my writing for any upcoming albums, or just whether it's developing my writing or just radio singles. That's where I do my writing. And it's kind of nice to keep it separate, because I'm also in LA once a month doing all my YouTube videos. So that's a lot of time, and when I'm at home, then it's kind of nice to just relax and keep everything separate and catch up on things like this, like radio interviews and all that kind of thing. So it is a crazy kind of lifestyle with trying to do both a mainstream career and a YouTube career, but I really do think that it can only benefit me in the future.
And you probably have the same thoughts that I do. Central Canada, why don't we have direct flights to these places?
Right? It's so crazy, and it's really annoying because it takes just about a whole day to commute to either place when you count in layovers and that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's really annoying.
It sucks. Doing an LA red carpet, we fly out of Winnipeg at like 6 o'clock in the morning, connect in Chicago or Denver at whatever time, land in LA 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, rush to the red carpet, sometimes not even stopping at a hotel, just going right to the event, and then you're at the hotel at midnight. So it's a very long day. People don't realize how tough this show business thing is, isn't it?
No, it is really tough. And I mean, there's always just things like, I mean, I guess for radio personnel too, like, I'm kind of sick right now. And that doesn't matter if I had to pick up and go to Nashville tomorrow for a show, or if I had to start making videos tomorrow. You got to, like, these plane tickets are non-refundable, so you got to kind of just pick it up and suck it up. You don't get to lay in bed and cry about it like some people are able to. It's kind of a no bull crap game, you know. You got to just take it as it goes.
Well, and I'm going to give you this tidbit here for free. Write it down. Drinking is the key, Jess. That's what it is. Drinking.
Well, I mean, there is a bottle of whiskey right beside me, so.
I should point out to everybody that it's 7:30 in the morning right now. No, I'm kidding. No, but the new single that just came out actually last month is called Hit and Run. So for listeners on our country music show, The Open Road, you're going to be hearing that right after we chat. But tell us about the song Hit and Run.
The song Hit and Run, I don't know if she knows it, but it was written kind of about some experiences with my best friend. I try to write from experiences that are my own or stories that people tell me personally so that I feel like I can get the full gist of it. But my best friend was in a relationship that she thought was going to go somewhere, and it turns out that the guy didn't really want it to go anywhere, and he was just kind of holding on to her because he wasn't really looking for anybody else kind of thing. And I kind of wrote it from the point of what I would do if I was in that situation, and I would just tell him, you know, I'm not, you can't just hang out with me and then not talk to me for a week kind of thing. So, and I think it's really relatable to girls around my age, and it's kind of empowering if you can think about it that way. So it's kind of that typical cool, edgy country song.
Guys are jerks, though, is what it is. Isn't that what you're saying?
Pretty much what it is.
Oh, well, you know, I love the music, so let's tell everybody how we can keep in touch. Facebook, Twitter, you're, I'm sure, on all those, right?
Yeah, I'm on all those things. So JessMoskaluke.com would be a good place to start. It's got links to all my Facebook, Twitter, MySpace if you're still using MySpace. Twitter is twitter.com/JessMoskaluke. YouTube is the same. And my Facebook page is actually facebook.com/JessMoskalukeMusic.
Alright, so the new single is called Hit and Run. The Open Road listeners, it's coming up for you right now. And for our friends on top of the charts, we get back to the top 40 music. Jess Moskaluke, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Today's best music with Jeremy Bradley.